Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Y'all, the hailstorm that we got at 6 a.m. was scary as heck. To wake up to it, first of all, I was like, am I the one tripping? Like, no. And then when it was like, the rain was coming at an angle to the point of how it was hitting the window, I was like, it could break at any moment. And so, of course, I'm the one that jumps on the neighborhood page to be like, let me see what they see, because when I went to the front door, the rain was blowing my direction, so I couldn't see anything. And I was like, I need to see somebody else's pictures of it because I couldn't find nothing. So then before I could click on the page, my friend that lives a city over from me, like, it was nothing but hail on the ground for her. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then when I see the weather alert, they're like, be prepared for baseball size hail. Like, wait, what? Baby, this is how I know I've turned into my mom. As soon as I heard it, I grabbed my phone, I go to the Bible app, and I pull up Psalms 91. And I was like, yeah. So I'm standing in the hallway reading Psalms 91. And as I'm walking towards the door, a bolt of lightning flashes. Baby, I closed that curtain so fast. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nope. So finally it passes, and I go back to sleep. And you know, when you start watching the clock, like, bro, only got an hour and a half left to sleep. And I'm like, Lord, I need you to allow me to go right back to sleep, because I was already asleep because I went to bed late. It just felt like yesterday was a long day. It was a great day, but it got long in the end. And I'm like, Brittany, you should have gotten up earlier and did the smash cake. That's what I should have done. Even though they're quick, still, I should have did it earlier. And I didn't. And I was like, okay. So I think I saw 2:30 maybe. And I'm like, okay, we about to do this. But I have a fun day of sessions today. So I'm excited. It's some returning clients, a new graduation client, a new maternity client. So it's up, and then it's a mix of everything. That's the other fun part for me. So that's what today looks like. Today's March Madness challenge is to give you a photography tip. And I don't know why I'm like, what am I gonna tell them? So I'm gonna think about that while I prep for this session. Because part of me is like, I don't even need it to be like a profound tip. I just need it to be a realistic tip. And I think those are the things that I want. Yeah, I think those are the things that I wanted as a new photographer. Like, tell me that this don't really matter. Ooh, okay. I can go ahead and do this one now. My photography tip of the day. Your camera and your glass does not matter as much as you think it does. It's more about your craft, what you want to do, and how you accomplish it. I think that's one of the main things that makes me insecure, is because I don't have the best of the best when it comes to camera or glass. But I've learned how to shoot in manual mode. I've learned how to adjust for the things that I desire in a look for my pictures. And so with that, just know the best of the best is not necessary, because if you just want to start, just start. Get what you can and just start. Now we're on a fine line, in my opinion, where DSLRs are going out and mirrorless is coming in, so that if you can afford the mirrorless entry, do an entry-level mirrorless, as long as you can do interchangeable lenses. If you can't change the lens, don't get it, because that's half the battle, seriously. Because once you find your sweet spot, once you find what you want to do, how you want to do, then you can figure out what you need to do in order to accomplish the look that you want to do. One thing that I have never done was play with indie filters. I think that's something that I would be willing to try for the fun of it, but because I have my style at this point, I'm like, let's just stay with what you know. The things that, in my opinion, an indie filter could give me are the things that I would do in post, which that may not be an accurate statement because I've never used them before, but I'm watching enough stuff to be like, okay, this is what they're doing. So that's my tip of the day for March Madness. And the other part of it is to pay attention to shadows. I don't really know how that's going to play a part. I could I could run you a spotlight session. Kiera did a spotlight for her maternity, and show you the power of shadows. But I also know today is a long day, and I need to edit the church announcements that I recorded yesterday. So I don't want to be like, oh, let's do this, and I don't do it. So I'll see how else I can incorporate shadows to all of this. Let me slow down because I know I saw a cop somewhere. Maybe he already left. So yeah, y'all, let me tell you, I'm jumping. We were flying the drone yesterday. Yeah. Catherine is about to take us both out because, first of all, we lost the drone in the sky. Not in the sky. We could see it at times, but it was way further. And because I'm in a new area, and so the further we get, I'm like, how do we get this back to us? So it's trying to get it back to us. It's trying to get it back to us, and it feels like it's going further out. And I'm like, okay, we get it back in our direction. I give her back the controller, and she's coming full speed towards us. And all I can do is yell her name and duck because she's looking at the screen and not at the drone in the sky. Yeah, we was gonna be in the ER. She was gonna be in the ER because I moved. I wanted to put that video in there so bad. I was like, we're not finna go viral for that one. Yo, I laughed so many times. Then I showed Mama. I should have clipped it and sent it to her. I would do that when I get home. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh, the laughter. And I enjoyed axe throwing. Like, I could go back. We were like, this may not be a good date night activity. Not for a fresh date. Like, first date, that's definitely not. But it could be a good second, third, fourth, fifth date. That it could be. I finally got in the groove and got my bullseye twice, I think. And I'm like, okay. But the thing is, I have no control of the axe. I think that's the next thing I want to do is I want to go and put the method behind it, because I could feel when I had too much force, and when I had too much force, it didn't stay in the wall. I could also feel when I had it wrong in my hand. So if I had it higher on the handle, then that's that moment that is like, oh no, you ain't even finna make it with any type of weight to stay there at all. So I'm like, okay. And then there's a tic-tac-toe, and I was like, bro, let's go back to the bullseye. So, because we would have been on it for the rest of the time trying to just get it in a spot. Like, her first throw, she hit middle, but everywhere else, it would have been all day long. And I was like, let's go back. But that was fun. That was fun with that little country concert going on in the background. Get off my tail, because baby, you was riding hard. Why are you speeding up? Don't do that. All right. So yeah, that's that on that. I am about to make the most of today. Y'all have a good one. Bye. I was about to say, I have not been a wise steward of my time today. Baby, you is too churchy. I have not had good time management skills today when it comes to my sessions. Like, when I know how many outfits that they have, and I know what we need to do for the next, all of these things are playing in my mind. And so when it comes to it, I'm like, I need to do about 15 minutes in this outfit, 15 minutes in the next. Gotta incorporate about 5 minutes for them to change. Things of that nature. We've done 2 outfits, and it took me an hour. And I'm like, girl, you gotta do better. But I have given myself more time on the back end. Like, my client doesn't necessarily see it in their booking time, but I have it blocked off on my side so that, like, no one is coming right after them. And so for like a longer session, I give more time for myself. This also allows me to like rest and recover after that. But I just have not been good with time management today. And it's frustrating on my part because I'm like, Brittany, you know better. And it's those moments that like I don't take control of the session. And it's like, okay, I think we're good. Is there anything else? Now, there will be times when somebody's like, oh, can I do this? And it's like, of course, because I asked and I want you to enjoy your session, things of that nature. And so all of those things come into mind. Since we giving tips for the day for photography, that's a tip for you as well. Also, getting a good understanding of what their expectations are, all of that matters as well. Because if you don't know their expectations, they're going to be disappointed because you never met them. And it's like, okay, cool. But if you don't tell me, I also don't know, because I can give you what I think looks good, but that don't mean you're gonna love it, period. So that is that on that. We are headed to Parkway to do her cap and gown photos. She had her class ring. I'm so proud of her. Mom had to keep reminding her, but it's like, we ain't doing all of this just for you not to have it. I cut myself putting together that doggone number, and I'm glad that I put the number together because she wanted them. Now these numbers keep, I think I need to go ahead and, I left that glue gun on. I think I need to go ahead and put the supports, I need to hot glue them. So yeah, I'm getting gas, and the way this lady stops and was like, oh my gosh, your hair is beautiful, and then she walks up to the lady with her hands already up, and I'm like, Lord, this can't be a black lady, because I know she's cringing. So I'm like, let me fall back. I mean, the lady goes on, and so at this point, I'm like, I want to see what the lady's hair looked like. So then the lady walks away, and then she looks back at me, and she's like, you're beautiful too. And I said, thank you. So then I lean over to the lady that is getting the gas that she was talking to, and I was like, now I need to see the hair. Baby, y'all know how I feel about some white and some gray hair. Her hair was the perfect gray. It almost looked fake. Like, it had a hint of blue. Like, it's that gray blue. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was everything that she hyped it up to be, like, that made her stop and then walk to her. And so I was like, man, I was like, you don't understand. I was like, I can't wait. She's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, She's like, I want to dye it so bad. I was like, but it's the beautiful, like, it's the perfect color in my opinion. And I'm like, perspective. If it ain't what you want, you not gonna like it regardless. So I'm just like, But the way the lady went with her hands already up to put her hands in her hair, I was like, oh, don't let this be a black lady. Don't let it. We don't do this. You don't touch somebody else's hair. It wasn't no question asked, can I? She went in for it. I said, oh, okay. But the hair really was stopping, like, showstopper. Like, stop in your tracks and say, it looks beautiful. That it was. But baby, I said, oh man, I pray she ain't black. I pray she ain't. Baby, who ready to go to bed already? It's me. It's me, oh Lord. Ready. I'm about to go throw these announcements together, pull screens, get everything sent. I don't actually have much footage for y'all today, and that is okay. I did not play with shadows today, so I think I'm going to, I don't even want to make that commitment. Nope, we're not going to do it. I can talk shadows. Shadows are the best part of doing a spotlight, because once you throw your spotlight, then you can either enjoy how light wraps around something, or you can enjoy the shadow that is cast. And that's the thing that I loved about, actually, she posted her pictures. I can show y'all Kiera's maternity session, and then I'll do a behind the lens with that one later. That sounds like a good compromise. Yeah. So I went and got a car wash on the way back from my last session when I got gas. The moment that I got over to the gas station, pollen. everywhere. But it also looks like I have raindrops on top of the pollen. And I'm like, I was washing off the raindrops that caught the pollen. And now I'm washing off the pollen that got stuck to who knows what. So that's what I'm about to go do. And then get to the house. It is wings tonight, I think. So I'm ready. All right, that was all. Bye. Y'all, who tapping out is me. Like what I tell you, I am done. So I've done the countdown slides. Nope, that's the same thing. I've done the countdown, the closing slides, the baby dedication. And all I have left to do is the announcements. But they're on here. And so I was like, Brittany, you need to record a closing so that you can just pull everything in at one time and not have to keep going back and forth. Because it'll be one file and I try to move everything over. The foolishness. And I was like, let's just do it. So that's what we're doing. But I am fizzling out slowly. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I really want to be in bed by 11. So can we make this happen? I've cut myself on my hand in 3 different times today. And I'm like, girl, what is going on with this? And as much as I don't like Band-Aids, I cannot stand the burn of liquid bandage. But it's so much easier than a Band-Aid for me. But I'm like, what did I do to cut myself like this? I did assemble the marquee letters for the studio. And I recorded a video. I'm not going to include it because it was a horrible angle. But doing it, I did them last year and they were falling apart. This year, I used the double-sided tape that they gave, which was pretty tacky. Not in a bad way. Tacky as in sticky. Go to bed, Brittany. And so it was good. You just have to make sure that when you got close that you was ready for whatever to be stuck to it. And then transporting them to the studio was a bit of a hassle. Some of them came loose, but I brought the tape with me to the studio. And I was like, let me not assemble the base. Lies. The base was necessary. So I ended up using it for the graduation session today without the base being stuck to it. And it just started tipping. And I was like, nope. So when they left and I had a break, I went and hot glued the base to it. And so it definitely feels stronger now. This ain't, I guess I need to say this as I tell them. I had told her to like gently lay her hand up there, baby. She put a little bit more weight and I heard the thing go, I said, oh, it is foam. But hopefully they last the entire graduation season. I'm jumping. Easter is a month away. Like a month away. And so for me, I think when I first started, I wanted to do Easter sessions, but Easter sessions really mean a bunny or a lamb. If you really know me, I don't do animals. We've done a bunny before. I wouldn't do it by myself. Not working solo. Nope. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. The thing jumped in the middle console with me and Kiera. Baby, please. Never. I wouldn't. Not by myself. And so I'm like, I call them spring, but I'm like, do I order a backdrop that is more Easter-ish? But does Easter-ish means more eggs versus flowers or a cross versus flowers? I don't know. And it's also that question that I don't necessarily want to ask it's a question I don't necessarily want to ask my clients because they can answer a question, but it not mean that they're going to book the session. So it's like, do you want to? I don't really know. I think it's spring though. I think I should go with spring and call it a day. So that's that on that. I'm about to pull the announcements together. This should be easy because it ain't nothing but I clapped everything in, so I can go in and catch my clap out, overlay, transition, call it a day. So yeah, if you made it this far in the video, drop me a flashlight in the comment section and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.